Good morning. It's Thursday, May 20th. We just broke camp. We camped about 10 miles out of Cuba. It's about 7:30. We had a great sunrise this morning. We were camped on the edge of a cliff. Last night we ended up getting some weird weather. Some random gusts of wind and sprinkling. The reason that that's noteworthy is because it's a rock cliff covered in sand. So half of our tent stakes were not secured in the ground very well. Thankfully our tent made it, but it was a little nerve-wracking for a little while. We were both sitting up, hold up sides of the tent. But wind died down, cleared up, ended up being a good night. Pretty warm. So we're doing the tent into Cuba today and eat some food, do some laundry, resupply. And then the plan is to boogie on out of town about 5 miles or so and go from there. Longbird is right behind me. He's just wrapping some things up at camp, but I promise he's here. And he says good morning. So we're walking along the trail and we saw a random red small car driving out. We're like, oh, that's bizarre. And then we saw this in the distance. Yeah, so whoever was in that, it looked like maybe a Kia Soul or something. Whoever was in the small red colored car out here just south of Cuba, thank you. What a treat.
Yeah, our plan was to have to stop and filter, so we would have had to wait 30 minutes and all this.
This is incredible.
Now we're just gonna grab a few of these and book it into town.
And of course we're gonna be packing out our trash.
Oh yeah.
About to pop into the Cuban Cafe. So we walked into Cuba, New Mexico. Went to the diner, had some coffee, but right next to the diner there's a food truck called Food for the Soul. Y'all.
They
have soy riso, they have Beyond Meat,
chicken
they
nuggets,
have veggie chicken nuggies.
So basically they have a substitute for everything on their menu.
Vegan and veggie friendly food truck in the middle of Cuba, New Mexico. And I'm in heaven.
Salsa spaghetti.
By Lucas.
Oh, there's a little packet of something on here.
Yeah, it's probably Lucas.
What do I do with this?
You pour it all over your salsa spaghetti.
What?
Or is it chamoy?
Dulce liquid.
Yeah, it's basically chamoy.
So I just...
Yeah. It's like spaghetti sauce, but, the Lucas candy version.
God. It looks like...
I'm just enjoying my strawberry pop.
That
It's kind of odd. Looks really odd.
Welcome to basically
Really?
my entire 6th grade.
It's not like that, just the sauce is kind of weird.
Hike your trash outside of the Safeway. Cheers. There's an ice cream sandwich party.
Ice cream party.
It's Friday, May 21st, around noon. We stopped into the Del Prado restaurant right next to the motel we stayed in last night. We were originally gonna just go through Cuba, but we ended up in a position where we had an opportunity to stay the night in a bed. Shared a room with Da Vinci and Jess. Thank you very much. We will pay it forward. So we got showered, cleaned up, laundry, resupply. Another big factor in us staying is we got more word of the conditions further north. So there is still pretty decent amount of snow. People are getting backed up in Chama, so we figured we would just slow down and instead just take our time getting up there instead of getting stuck in Chama for multiple days. And just kind of see what happens. Best case scenario, the snow melts, people start heading out and they create tracks. Worst case scenario, we get up there, it's still snowed in, we take some time and we decide if we wait for it or push through or if we want to bypass it and come back. So first things first, we're going to take our time getting up there and enjoy some coffee and breakfast. Well, this is the weather that we were trying to avoid, and now that we're trying to leave, it is sitting on top of us.
We're going out of town on this highway, and it's pretty much sitting steady right here. And we're going up in elevation.
But I will say things happen for a reason, and it's very good that we're realizing this, getting to stay in town tonight instead of this happening to us while we're sitting by the river. So it sucks when you're forced to spend money on another hotel, but
Well, there's Cheshire Cat.
he's staying over there tonight.
I know. I guess let's go see if we can get a room again.